Hello, and welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Sean, along with my friend Melanie,
Hello,
are watching and discussing every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and how the themes of the episodes impact our lives.
Impact our lives.
They do.
All right.
Today, we are discussing Season 2, Episode 13, Surprise! You ever had a surprise party for your birthday?
No.
Not one?
No.
I know what I'm doing next year then. Okay.
I would like to have one someday.
Okay.
Don't do it next year, though, because then I'll know.
You won't remember.
Are you saying I'm old and I have a bad memory?
No, I'm saying there's a decent...
That's it. I'm out of here. We're not friends anymore.
This is a solo podcast from now on. I only had one surprise party. Was it my 30th? I think it was my 30th.
Yeah.
I knew.
You did. It's so hard.
It really is. It's hard, especially hard if it's in your own home.
Yeah.
And you're living with the person who's planning it.
Yes.
And, you need to go out this morning. On the morning of... I need you to make plans on the morning of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a really hard person to surprise for some reason. I'm naturally suspicious. I don't know.
Yeah.
My husband did surprise me when he proposed.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at that. That was a good one. But yeah, birthday parties, that would be really hard. We surprised your husband with a birthday party.
We did.
This year.
But we did have to, plan it like 2 weeks early.
Yes.
But yeah, we
and
did
it wasn't
surprise.
at your house.
Yeah, but
that helped.
That was the biggest thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, because there's no way
I
could do it here. Because number one, I would have to clean. And to be honest, I'm
right away he would know something is up.
I'm typically not the one who does the cleaning. But even then, it's like I would need to get him out of here for like when food is being delivered that morning or something else. So thankfully, Melanie, being an amazing friend and podcast co-host, let me have the party at her house. And we told my husband that we were going to be doing a cookie exchange, which Melanie has done in the past. So he actually made a cookie for the fake cookie exchange.
Cookies. We actually did a cookie exchange.
But I made him make a cookie.
That's right.
And he made Italian rainbow cookies, which they were freaking amazing. But that's not an easy feat. That's not like get him to make the cookies? No, to make those cookies. Those are pretty involved. It's not like a quick 5-minute throw together some chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. We did a good job of lying to him about some things.
Yes, we did.
Because he did ask some questions. Mm-hmm. And there had to be a little fibbing on your part.
And I feel like if you're lying for something fun, it's okay. When one night we went to Sam's to get stuff for the party, I'm like, I'm going over to Melanie's to record.
Yeah.
Normally Melanie comes here, but I'm going over there. And
it was a victimless crime.
It was. Yeah. Absolutely was.
It all ended up great. And he didn't know until you were at the door.
At the door, and I bought a little ribbon for him that said birthday boy.
Yeah.
I called her, I said, put it on. He's like, why? I was like, because this is a surprise party for you. Like, what? It's never happened to me, but I don't like when everybody's like hiding behind furniture and jumps out and yells surprise. We're too old for that. That's good for a kid.
Yeah.
The one that was a surprise for me from my 30th, the planning was kind of taken over by a friend of mine. Like she kind of just shoved my husband out of the way. Oh. And for some reason, she thought I was a really big fan of Grey's Anatomy. I was watching the show at the time. I enjoyed it.
Fan.
I wasn't like a big fan. Like Melanie and Buffy, she made everybody wear scrubs.
Oh.
Yeah. So I walk into my house. Yeah, because I was out with a friend of mine that like morning after I got, and of course I come home and I see 30 cars around.
You were up north still.
No. Like the 30th. No. This was my old house.
Oh, in Palm Harbor.
No, St. Pete.
Oh, in St. Pete.
Yeah.
Oh, where was I?
I didn't know you yet.
We didn't know each other yet.
Not when I was 30.
Okay.
I met you when I was like 35, 36.
I guess I just assumed that you had just moved into that house when I met you.
Oh no, we were there like 6-7 years already.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were just right there. You were right like 2 minutes away from me.
That is true. Melanie and I don't live too far apart now, but we live like within
Really
5
close.
minutes when we both lived in St. Pete.
All right. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I pull into my driveway, and there's like 30 cars.
Yeah.
And, my neighborhood did not typically have that many cars.
Right.
And I walk in, everybody's wearing scrubs.
Yeah.
Like she made signs to the cabinets to look like bandages.
She committed to the theme.
She really.
It was just not a good theme.
I had to pretend.
Well, it was a good theme, but just not it.
Yeah.
It was not a theme for you.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate. I mean,
to you.
yes, I appreciated it. I am surprised.
Yeah.
That everyone wore.
I'm surprised on different levels.
Yeah. And my sister came down from New York, which was nice. That was right when I got Abby, my Boston Terrier. So, everybody got to meet her when she was like 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a good party.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Just was a little surprised. But that's the only surprise party I ever had.
Yeah.
When I was 6, we had a party at McDonald's for my birthday.
Yeah, McDonald's parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were little, we had those.
And I'm a summer baby. Yeah. So I never got to do like the birthday party. Classroom. Mom brings cupcakes.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. And I had gotten a tape recorder for my birthday that year.
Yeah.
So I taped like the whole party, and I still have that tape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun.
And then I went around like after the party. I had everybody like leave little messages. Remember my dad saying, "I saw you come out."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, mortifying.
My godmother did like a little rhyme.
Oh.
Yeah. Good stuff. Let's see what else. I tried to have plan a birthday party for myself for, I don't know, my 20th or my 21st. It was very last minute. I didn't do a good job. No one showed up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's fine. It's probably the only bad birthday I had. Okay. And even then, I think we made the best of it, and it was fine. I may edit that out.
Oh, no. Part of who you are, Sean. That's your Ross Geller moment.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Put the name tag on?
Yes. Do you like celebrating your birthday?
I love celebrating
I feel the answer is yes, because I normally celebrate
my birthday. Yeah. I think the best birthday celebration I did was for my 40th. It was a surprise, but I planned the whole thing myself, so it was exactly what I wanted. It was, you're only old as you feel. I ordered a bounce house.
Amazing.
I had a friend of mine make invitations that were a lollipop, like a swirl lollipop on a stick. It was, and the front of it kind of opened up. It was great. They were great. And then I put pictures of myself all through the years, all my school pictures and stuff throughout the house. We had a bubble gum blowing contest.
I saw pictures of that.
That was a really fun party. That was when I just had started at the job we were at together, or pretty close to it, because I invited all the managers.
Yeah,
including the ones that we didn't like. So yeah, and everybody was everybody was there, and it was a lot of fun. That bounce house was a big hit. And then from then on, whenever I'd go to work things and I've met spouses, they'd be like, "Oh, you were the one with the bounce house." Yes,
that's the thing. A year before I met you.
Oh,
couldn't have waited a year.
I know.
Although I went to, I think the first birthday you had after I met you, you had a fun party. I made the marshmallows for you.
Yes.
And we did a lot of games.
Yes.
I remember a friend of ours, we were doing I'm not sure, I guess Pictionary.
Oh, yeah.
And he had Australia was his clue. And he drew a 1/4 inch on the paper. And somehow I'm like, Australia. And I got it. I have no idea how I did it. And I remember that.
We're connected.
And we made s'mores.
Neural. What was it the last episode?
Neural clamping.
Neural clamping with that person. And we had s'mores with your homemade marshmallows?
Yes.
Yeah, I threw a good party. Or I have thrown a good party in my day. Now, after COVID, I'm all antisocial and stuff, so I don't do parties.
Yeah. It depends on my mood.
That's not true. We've done some get-togethers in our house since we moved here.
Yeah, you got that big
barbecues and stuff. Yeah. Christmas open house. Yeah. Do you like surprises? Do you like being surprised?
I do like being surprised.
Yeah.
Honestly. For a while, my first Florida job, I did not a lot of traveling, but more traveling than I do now for work. Mm-hmm. And every time I would go away, my husband would do some project in the house. And I have no idea about it. And I get home and like, the room a bedroom would be completely redone or like some landscaping. And I like surprises.
Yeah. My ex-husband did that once. I came home from something and he had painted the whole kitchen. I was like, oh my gosh.
Did you like the color?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I liked it. I didn't like painting it over again. And he painted a really beautiful brick red. And then when I was selling that house after we divorced, I had to paint that room white.
Oh.
When it went on the market. That was not fun.
That's a lot of coats.
No, it was a lot of coats. I did have some friends come over and help me. That was nice.
Cool. Yeah. Any other memorable birthday parties for you?
My 18th birthday, I don't know if we've talked about this before. My 18th birthday, my parents had separated, but my mom and I were still living in the house. And were they separated? No, they separated that night.
Wow.
That's not what I wanted to talk about with the birthday party. It was a good party, but I remember that my mom, when I came downstairs, my mom had written on the dining room wall in marker, "Happy 18th birthday, Melanie," and everybody got to sign the wall because they were putting up mirror. They were covering mirror the wall like the next day or something. So we all got to write on the wall. That was really fun. And I often think about whoever moved into that house after us and took that mirror down. They were probably very surprised. Yeah. But that was fun. And I had some popular kids come to that party for some reason. And
you're amazing.
No, they weren't my friends. They were friends of a friend. And but yeah, that was fun. Cool. That was a good party. Birthdays, I love them.
Yeah. Buffy, not having the best birthday.
Poor Buffy.
Yeah. Her birthdays, I feel, are always a little bit traumatic.
They are.
Yeah, well, we will see this as a theme.
All right.
I feel like I can tell you that's not much of a spoiler.
She's got it tough.
Yeah.
All right.
So in season 2, episode 13, Surprise, starts off with her. She's just not sleeping well.
She had a bad dream.
Toss and turn.
She wakes up, or at least you think she wakes up.
Yeah.
And she has a fake sip of water.
You're so good
glass of water.
at noticing that.
A fake sip. She walks down to the kitchen, and Drusilla's behind her, and I was like, "Oh, she's gonna get attacked." No, she doesn't get attacked. But then she walks into the bronze. I was like, "Oh, okay, she's still dreaming."
Yep.
Okay, this is interesting. And then she walks, and Willow is there with the French monkey.
With the monkey.
And she says in French that the hippo stole your pants.
Going back to the animal crackers.
Yeah, back to the animal crackers.
And then Willow's there. Excuse me, Joyce is there.
Joyce is there, and she drops a plate.
She was drinking a big mug of coffee.
Big old mug of tea or coffee.
Yeah, you know what? I bet Joyce does drink tea.
They don't serve coffee there. They just serve tea.
I believe it.
No, it's a dream. They could serve coffee in the dream.
That's true.
Bronze. I don't know.
She drops the green plate.
Yeah. And then Drusilla is there, and she stakes Angel. Mm-hmm. And then he says, "Happy birthday, Buffy," and Buffy wakes up.
And what does Buffy do? She goes running to her man's apartment.
Shirtless man.
Just hanging out.
Shirtless man, and that's how he hangs out.
I think the only Buffy podcast that I listened to all the way through, like all through 7 seasons, called Buffering the Vampire Slayer. Oh. But they would always like say whenever Angel came on and like he's shirtless, or there's only like one by the like, oops, I lost my shirt. Oop. Dude, that made me think of that.
Yep. So they're making out, of course, as you do.
It's kind of sunny, but not sunny enough to slow them down.
Right.
Clearly daytime.
Not like sunny, like when the sun was kind of coming in the window when he was in the cage.
Yeah, so he kind of locked them in.
This is a little different.
He can move around in the sun.
Yeah, okay. She has to go to school, but they keep making out. So I guess she just stops over there, before school, on the way to school.
I mean, not a bad way to start your day.
I suppose not.
And then she's at school.
She's telling Willow all about it.
With the little purple hat.
She said, yeah, that hat was so 90s. And she's telling Willow how she said she'd like to see him at bedtime. Right? Is that what she said? I'd like to see you at bedtime. And then Willow says, "That's Moxie or something."
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the word Moxie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't know. Sometimes these sayings go over your head a little bit because you're so young. I wrote that purple hat is so 90s. Okay, so I think they were like 2 minutes into that discussion and I said, oh, wait, are they talking about sex?
They were dancing around.
They're talking about Buffy doing it for the first time. Mm-hmm. Is that what they're talking about?
Yep.
Oh, remember those days?
It's a long time ago. But yes, I do.
I can remember having that conversation with my cousin. Like, I don't know, I think this might be it. I might do it with this guy. I didn't. Thank God.
Joey Francis.
Joey Francis. No. Peter Myers. That guy messed me up for life. I gotta say, like, that was where the bar was set. It's so hard being a girl.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The theme of this podcast. It's not Buffy. It's for Melanie and her relationship issues. Okay. So, and then they're talking. Oh, and then they see Oz. He's strumming his guitar at the table. And Buffy says, you should go talk to him. And Willow says, he's a senior. And Buffy says, he's too old because he's a senior? Please, my boyfriend had a bicentennial.
In this scene is one of my favorite lines of the series, which I quote often.
Okay.
When Willow tells Buffy, carpe diem.
Yes.
And Buffy says, fish of the day.
Yes.
I constantly say that to my husband.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I've never heard you say that.
Not carpe. I love that line. Yep. And then Willow does go talk to Oz.
She carpes that diem.
Yep. She likes his hands.
Yes. Yep. I'm a sucker for some good hands, too.
Yeah.
I can't blame her.
And Oz asks her out.
It was so cute the way he did that. I'm going to ask you out.
But
I'm nervous about it. She said, but I'm going to say yes. And then she says no. Oh.
But he likes
that. But then she invites him to Buffy's surprise party.
Yeah.
As her date.
In the hallway, Xander calls Giles a funky party weasel.
Yes.
That may be the episode title. And then Giles says, discretion is the better part of valor.
He does say that.
I had to rewind it 3 times.
Oh.
Like, what?
And so is this, and then we get Xander and Cordelia?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But Buffy walks up, and Jenny is like half a step behind her. Like, she was like, right on top of her.
I know. That was weird. Yes. I was like, oh, okay, so I guess this is a Jenny episode.
She's back.
All right, she's back. For reals.
Okay, then I do think we're at the Cordelia and Xander.
Okay, and Xander wants to go public with their relationship or whatever this is, and she doesn't. And then he says, I said, poor Xander. And then he says, this is just, he's going to give up. This is just my multiple personality guy talking. I call him Idiot Jed, glutton for punishment. Idiot Jed. Oh, poor Xander. Yes?
I don't know what I meant when I wrote down, it's Angel, which automatically equals Maxi Wig.
Oh, yeah. So they're in the hallway, and Giles is concerned because Buffy seemed fatigued. And she starts telling him about her dream. And, yeah, and so she was concerned because when he gets staked in the dream, because it's prophetic,
right?
Because it's Angel, it's Maxi Wig.
She's
Maxi wigging out.
I was picturing a really big wig, and I'm like, what did I mean?
Yeah. And then we get to the vampire CPA, who we haven't seen in a few episodes.
Yep.
With an injured Spike and a strong Drew. And then they're in. Where are they? This mansion or something they're in.
Yeah.
Is that the vampire warehouse? Fixed up, or are they in a new place now?
I am not sure. Okay. Let's go with the warehouse for now.
It looks like a mansion.
Let's go with it with the mansion. It's a mansion.
Let's go with placate Melanie.
No.
Okay. And then Spike is saying, wouldn't you rather have your party in Vienna?
They love Europe.
They really do.
I mean, I get they're from there, but they really like Europe. Wow. Then we get some Spain references.
I know. And she says, you remember Spain? The Bulls?
The Bulls. Like, did they drink from the Bulls? Did they just
run with
watch?
The Bulls?
Did they, like, watch people get gored by the Bulls?
I don't know.
Spike is in a wheelchair,
That's something we can ask them when we meet them.
You know, I think out of all of them, I think we have a chance of meeting both of them. Yeah. They're going to be at some Florida con soon.
Oh, you know who Sean said is going to be in Orlando?
Darla.
I don't think I'm going to that.
I had to send it to you.
I know.
How could I not?
I know. Now, if she were to be at Tampa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This would have to go.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye and see who else is going to be there.
All right. So Drew has a little freak out about the flowers. Man, does she have a freak out about those flowers?
Could you do your impression of it, please? Yeah. The flower. Remember my notes are those flowers are wrong. Drew wackiness.
Drew wackiness. And then she says this is going to be the best party ever because it will be the last.
She opens up a package.
Ooh, yeah.
What's in the box?
We get the box perspective.
Yes.
Camera in a box. It's my camera in a box.
I liked her red outfit.
It's my judge in a box, babe. It's the judge in a box. First, you cut a hole in the box. Then, you put the judge in the box. You put the arm in the box.
Oh, man. Oh, I like her outfit. I don't think we've ever seen her in red before.
Yeah.
I thought it looked very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's looking very vibrant.
Yes.
Very healthy.
Very alive.
Yep. So then we're in the kitchen with Buffy and Joyce.
Mm-hmm. Buffy wants to drive.
Yep. They're talking about that. And then Joyce says the line from the dream, Buffy, are you really ready? Do you think you're really ready yet? And she drops the plate, and the plate has a price tag on the back. I'm sending you a photo of the screen grab. It's got a freaking price tag on it. They haven't even taken the sticker off. I don't know who this prop person is. They couldn't even be bothered to peel the sticker off the plate.
Maybe it's from the gallery. She was going to sell it. Well, I mean, this is Joyce, so.
Yeah, okay.
Then off to the computer class.
In the computer lab. The banner above the chalkboard says, have brain today.
Yeah.
What does that mean? And what does that have to do with computers? Have brain today.
It was targeted towards the guy from the Puppet Show episode who wanted to chop off Giles' head.
I thought for a second you were being serious, like you really had some trivia or background knowledge of this. You had such a good straight face.
I'm good like that.
Yeah, you are.
And we get some eerie music.
Yeah, so you know something's gonna happen.
And then
Vincent Schiavelli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
For me,
yeah,
the ghost on the subway in Ghost.
Yeah,
yes.
That's true.
He's been
in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I scrolled through. He's been
another
a lot.
awesomely bad accent.
Yeah.
And this one is the gypsy accent, apparently.
Yep.
Like some kind of Romanian or something. Mm-hmm. And he tells her the elder woman has been reading signs. His pain is lessening. She can feel it. What?
That can't happen. And he berates her because she's going around as Janie Calendar.
And she is Jana of the Calderash people, a gypsy, and a techno-pagan. So this feels to me like, okay, they needed to write a good plot line for Jenny, and they're just going to stick this in here. Mm-hmm. They're gonna stick it on her with some self-adhesive tape.
She didn't have a choice. So you can go back to Prince, or you could do this.
Yeah, right.
And so you tell her, Angel can't be happy.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can, pretty much.
Yep.
She says she'll take care of it.
Break them up.
He also was in Batman Returns. I mean, like you said, he's in a lot of things. He's the working guy.
Yes, he was. He's been on a lot.
He scared me as the subway ghost in Ghost.
He was very angry.
He was very angry.
Yeah, he had issues.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're back in the library, and Giles says he's going to do some reading up on Drusilla, because we got to figure out what's going on with her. And as Xander and Buffy comes in, she's not happy. She's kind of just bummed, right?
Yeah, worried about her dream.
And Xander says, well, that's not a perky birthday, puppy.
And then she leaves, and Willow and Xander, well, I guess we'll cancel the party. He's like, no.
No, we're having a party.
I'm glad he stuck up for it.
Yeah.
And then we get some suspense with Jenny.
They're at the high school at night.
Mm-hmm. And you think she's up to something bad.
Yeah.
Giles changed plans. He's waiting for you. I'll drive you there.
Suspicious at all.
Yeah, I was like,
you don't go. I'm a friend of your mom's. Get in the van. I have a puppy. Okay.
But she does get in the car.
She does, and Buffy's like, "Where are you taking me?" And, I don't know. I just have an address to this dead end. The suspicious dead end. This is where Giles told me to take you. And Buffy says it looks funky, and then. And Jenny says, don't get out. And she says, sacred dirt, sacred duty, yada, yada, yada.
I guess that episode of Seinfeld had already come out by that point.
Probably, but yeah, that was, yeah. So then she catches the vampire CPA and his friends, and they're stealing something. And there's a truck fight.
And then it morphs into bursting through a plate glass window at the Bronze.
Is that what it is? It's the Bronze? The set looked like the underground bunker goth club.
Yeah.
To me, and so I wasn't sure if it was the Bronze or that place.
No, I'm not sure.
Because they could hear the fighting going on outside,
right,
off of the alley. But why would they be at that place? I don't know.
Well, it's kind of weird that you could just rent out the Bronze for a surprise.
Sure you can. Yeah. So of course they crash through the plate glass because that's a standard Buffy entrance through the plate glass. Surprise! Is that the surprise?
After she takes the vampire.
Surprise. Everybody's fine except Jenny's still out there in the car.
You're right.
Just left her out there with the vampires.
I did love when Cordelia yelled surprise.
Yes. That was a good-looking cake.
That was a good-looking cake, yes. Oz looked a little stunned.
Yes, poor Oz. But he takes it pretty good. He's like, some guy just got
turned to dust.
And they're like, oh, yeah, they're vampires. He's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That explains a lot. Okay, so then we find out what was the CPA stealing? An arm.
An arm, which then grabs hold of Buffy.
An arm attack.
Yes. What's in the box?
It's an arm. It's an arm in the box. And everybody's kind of standing around watching this happen. Nobody's moving.
Okay. And we find out it's the judge.
It's the judge. He's a legend, a demon brought forth to end the earth of the plague of humanity. And he can't be killed. Mm-hmm. And then they decide somebody's got to take it away. They gotta keep the arm separate from the rest of the pieces. So it's got to be Angel.
And who suggested that? Jenny.
Yeah.
Devious.
Yes.
Cordelia.
And he's going to be gone a long time. Months. And Jenny will drive him.
Yeah.
I'll drive you. I'm going to make this plan happen. I'm going to drive Buffy to the place. Let's go. Angel, I'm driving you here to Nepal. What? No, at least to the docks.
I loved how they did it because it was like Buffy on the left side of the screen, Angel on the right looking at each other, making all kissy eyes, and then Jenny just pops it outside. It's like, I'll drive you. Let's go.
I know. She's like out lurking in every scene, right? She's just kind of there. Yep. I wondered, was this, at this point, I thought, they're going to send him away and he's going to be off the show for a few months. Does that mean he has something filming? But no, then I find out later. No, I'm on the wrong track again.
Hey, you're trying to think about what's going to happen. That's good.
Okay. So then we're back with Drusilla and Spike and CPA. And Drusilla is threatening him. This is where she steps on his glasses.
Yes.
She's going to poke his eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Poke his eyes out.
Yep.
And then they decide, no, he's going to go. He's in charge of getting the arm back. And then I wrote, I like sick Drusilla better than healthy Drusilla.
Really?
I do.
Why?
She was a little wackier, I think.
Okay.
With her her weird little girl stuff. That was funnier to me. But I'll give her a chance.
I did like...
You win me back.
I like Spike's line of, she can't have fun without her box.
Okay, and then we're at the docks, and they're having this emotional farewell, blah 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 blah. There was too much romance in this episode for me, I think. And he gives her the how do you say it?
Claddagh?
The Claddagh ring. And he says, wear it with the heart pointing toward you. It means you belong to somebody. If you're wearing the heart pointing toward you, does that mean the point of the heart?
I would interpret it
facing down toward your palm.
The
palm part of your hand.
That's how I would interpret it. Not like the top part, the round parts of the heart.
All right. Okay. I've never heard that. Interesting. And then there's a vampire attack and a big stud double fight.
I wrote stunt woman gets thrown in the water.
Oh man, the stud woman has I caught in one brief shot. Her nose is much bigger than Sarah's nose. It's like, ugh. Yeah, she gets thrown into the water, and then Angel jumps into the water to rescue her, and the CPA gets away with the arm.
Then we're back to the library.
Yep.
Talking about the judge.
You come to judge. You come to judge. That's an oldie. You won't know that one. That's like before my time. And that's a laugh-in.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We come to judge. Mom, tell me, is that laughing? We come to judge.
The judge can burn the humanity out of someone.
Yes.
Ouch.
And no weapon forged can kill him. And I thought, oh, that's key. No weapon forged.
How do you interpret no weapon forged?
Like a man-made weapon. Forged by man.
Okay.
So then Willis says, we got to do a round robin, which is, I don't know. No, it's where they do like each one calls to say they're going to be sleeping over at the other one's house. And Xander calls his mom and he goes, hey, Mom, it's Xander. Poor Xander. And then Buffy is sleeping in Giles' office, I guess. She's having a bad dream.
She went through a lot today. And the swim.
Yeah, I guess. And she's having a bad dream. She's in the vampire mansion / warehouse in a party dress. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep. And again, Drusilla gets Angel.
Yes.
This time with like a knife.
Yeah. Then we're actually at the party with the weird music. Mm-hmm. And Spike brings in the last box. And they assemble the judge.
Mm-hmm. In blue.
He is very blue, and he's played by the guy that played Luke in season 1.
I was going to tell you if you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't even need to look it up. Like, I could tell by his voice it was that guy.
Yeah, very distinct.
Very distinct. And he goes and touches the CPA. It's bye-bye CPA. No more accountant.
Nope. And then Drusilla goes...
Because he says, this one, what did he say? This one's got more humanity, or he's got more life. He reads. That's how he says he wants that guy.
And he burns him up.
Yeah, burns him up.
Then Drusilla goes, do it again! Do it again! Very excited.
That's the party trick. Buffy and Angel are there watching this happen, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, no, run away. Okay, why were you even there? What do you think was going to happen?
Maybe they thought they were going to get there before he was assembled.
I guess. Okay. All right. Then they run away into the sewer and they come up in the park and it's raining torrential downpour. This is a very wet episode.
Yes.
There's a lot of wetness in this episode.
Yes.
Hey-o. All right. They get back to Angel's place. And this is where I start rolling my eyes all over the place. Because I'm like, oh my God, this is where they're going to do it. Gah. All right, back to Angel's place. Angel gives Buffy some clothes and says, go ahead and get under the covers just to warm up. And I was like, oh my God, classic guy move. No. We can just let... This is like... Poor Melanie.
This is like what?
She's like, this is like, like, guys are the worst. No. Yeah, just get under the covers to warm up. And then, surprise!
They do it.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they do it. And then Angel awakes they're sleeping. Angel awakes with a start. And he's having some kind of pain. Which I thought, was he having like gas pain or something? I don't know. And then he runs into the rain, still raining. And he's really in pain. And he's calling for Buffy, and she is knocked out. He gave her some good loving. Some good vampire loving, because she is out cold. She does not hear him screaming.
Mm-mm. And we get to be continued.
What was that sigh?
Because it's to be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Darn it. Can you imagine watching this in, real time when you had to wait a whole week for your show to come on again? Ugh.
I never liked that.
No.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to happen next?
Did the judge touch him? He zapped? Did he zap Angel?
No.
He didn't. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
Is it something about them having sex that, injured him?
She gave him gonorrhea.
No, the vampire human thing, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. I guess I'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I always like asking you that.
Yeah.
I wonder what you think. That is true.
Anything can happen in this show. Okay, so what was your favorite line?
My favorite line was, All right, I'm going to say it's a tie, both from the same scene in the bronze. Oz saying, hey, did everybody see that guy turn to dust? Or Cordelia just yelling out, surprise!
I think I liked Willow speaking French to say that the hippo stole the monkey's pants. That was kind of funny. And then my boyfriend had a bicentennial. That was funny too. Okay, how do we rate this one? I am going to give this one 2.5 steaks. Too much wetness and kissing.
And they do have sex. So.
God.
That's getting good.
Oh yeah, and one more thing about that scene. So, when he's like, change into this, and then she's sitting on the bed, she's like, ow, and she has some injury, and he's like, let me check it for you, and she's covering herself. She's got on a tank top, for goodness sake. She's covering herself, to be honest, and then he's like behind her, and he's like, it's already healed, but he starts taking down her strap. Ugh. I'll give it warm. All right,
so we'll be back. Nope, we won't be back yet because we have to go over socials.
Let's talk about socials, baby. Let's talk about Facebook now.
We are on Facebook.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Threads.
True.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be releasing more of our snack segments on YouTube.
Scooby Snacks.
Melanie came up with that idea, and I love it.
We're not on X.
We're not on X.
And never will be. We have a Discord server.
Yep. If you need an invite to that, it's available on our website, thesunnydalediaries.com, along with rules for our diorama contest.
Diorama Derby.
The deadline is May 31st. Coming up.
Prizes to be had.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
We're building our collection of prizes.
Yeah, it's not just one prize.
It is a multitude.
It's a plethora of prizes.
It's like the judge's parts. Several.
But not as blue.
No.
And it won't take the humanity out of you. Oh, the humanity! Anything else? If you want to give us a review or feedback on your podcast streaming app of choice, please do.
Yes.
If you want to reach out with questions or comments, please do. You can email us at thesunnydalediaries@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back next time with Season 2, Episode 14, Innocence.
Ooh, very exciting.
All right, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.